I think the recording is starting. Asmat Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Parama Gurubhyo Namaha, Asmat Sarva Gurubhyo Namaha, Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Shri Lakshmi Narasimha Parabrahmane Namaha, Shri Lakshmi Hardana Parabrahmane Namaha, Sarvam Shri Krishna Pranamastu. Just give me a second. So let me share my screen. Should be okay. So can you see my screen and can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. So this will be, I think we'll finish the 6th chapter today from Madhvabhāṣya. Okay. So we'll go straight to the question. Arjuna asks a question towards the end of the 6th chapter. Yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim stiram. He says, whatever you said till now, samyena madhusudana, you talked about similarity, how I can see one Hari, Krishna, in every being in exactly similar way. Etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim stiram. Because mind is fickle. I'm not able to understand this works because mind cannot let you do this. So mind, there's no way we can control mind, and this is a hard problem. I don't see it. Etasya yogasya sthiram sthitim na pashyami. I don't see the continued undisturbed focusing, if it is ever possible, because mind is always fickle. Uktancha manasaschancalatvadhi sitiryogasya vaisthira vinabhyasam na shaktya syat vairagyadva na samshayaha iti Vyasa-yoge. So in the Vyasa-yoga, there is a text called Vyasa-yoga which Madhvacharya quotes. Because mind is fickle, constancy of yoga, that is continued tenacity of having yoga progress properly without any break, is not possible without Abhyāsa, without practice. Na shakya means it's not possible. Vairāgyadva, and also Vairāgya is necessary, that is detachment from objects of senses, detachment from everything else is necessary. So Vyasa Yoga clearly says this. In fact, this gives a little bit of an answer already here. But here Madhvacharya quotes Vyasa Yoga here. Arjuna continues. Chanchalam hi mana Kṛṣṇa pramāthī balavadridam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Chanchalam hi mana Kṛṣṇa, that means definitely mind is fickle. Pramāthī balavadridam. Pramāthī, I did not understand the word pramāthī properly, because in the Madhvabhāṣya, you don't get word to word meaning in Madhvabhāṣya. So you have to go somewhere check, and you have to look at somebody who knows Sanskrit very well. Whom will you choose? I found this wonderful book. I sent a note on the channel, that is the Gita channel. A person called Ramabhadracharya has written wonderful word-to-word meaning of Gita. He generally does not take up a position of any particular commentator. He just independently gives Sanskrit-based meanings of each of these words actually. So pramāthī means what? Pramathana. Now I understood what pramathana. Mathana means churning, right? Pramathana means constant, rigorous churning. That means bhalavat dhridam. That means mind will churn and confuse you. It will create a storm inside you, and it will change. Your focus will go away. Tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Look, like how you cannot control a powerful storm wind which blows away things. You can't control the mind. That's what Arjuna strongly says. Krishna, you can go on saying that you do this, and your mind will become steady and all those things. I just don't see it. Mind is uncontrollable. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairāgyena cha grihyate. Now, Krishna answers this question, right? Asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam. There is no doubt mind is very difficult to control. The only possible way to control is either through Abhyāsa, Vairāgya, both Abhyāsa and Vairāgya. What is that? Abhyāsa means practice, detachment. These two have to be practiced, and then only you can control mind. So, even the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali Yoga Sutras say, Abhyāsa Vairāgyabhyam tan nirodhaha. Abhyāsa and Vairāgya are necessary to control mind. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana tu yatata shakyo vaptum upayataha. Krishna continues. Asamyatatmana yogo. If mind is not controlled, yoga can never be achieved. Dushprapa. Very difficult to achieve yoga if mind is not controlled. And that's my opinion. Vashyatmana tu yatata. Once mind is controlled, and by a person who works very hard, who puts a lot of effort, shakyo avaptum upayataha, slowly, somehow using a trick, some trick here and there, it is possible to control mind. Nakadachit, this is Madhvabhāṣya we are talking about. Okay. Nakadachit, see here, a nice, episode is given here to understand a different way of understanding this verse, right? So what happens is, one way to look at it is, why don't we let mind go astray wherever the mind wants? You want to think about that? Let it go. Just leave it calm. Don't control. Follow the mind wherever it goes. Or don't follow, don't worry about anything. Let mind take its own route. Like how an intoxicated elephant in a forest will go running around from here and there, throwing away the trees, uprooting the trees, and things like that. But once the elephant gets tired, the elephant calms down and just sits somewhere. Similarly, without any effort, mind has to come to a halt. Don't you think so?
Mhm.
What do you think?
I don't know.
That's very
Hello.
correct. That's
What did you
100%
say?
correct.
I didn't hear you, Champakamami.
That is 100% correct. That's very, very correct.
That means if you let the mind go wherever it wants, it will come and stop somewhere, right?
No, you should
It
only
is-
follow, you should observe how mind works. And if you are observing continuously, it comes back. It's like a thief. That means அது ரொம்ப வக்கப்பட்டுக்கிறதுங்கிறா. Mind is very shy.
Mind is shy.
It's very shy by nature. So if it is not watched, it will do so many works. If you are watching constantly, it comes back to you. It comes
Okay.
to your under
Here-
control.
here
That is what our guru also told me.
Okay, I understand that. But here, the situation is different here. It is, you're not watching. You're basically saying, let the mind go wherever it goes. Right?
No, you should watch. You should have
No.
have a
See,
continuous.
what you are saying is not in this text. What Madhvacharya is saying is different. It doesn't apply to what you are saying. You are saying a method. You are actually saying a method of watching the mind while it goes to different locations or different subjects or whatever it is. But that is a method of meditation you are talking about. Here,
That's true.
what Madhvacharya is saying is, let the mind go anywhere like a wild elephant. Don't even bother to even watch. That's what he's saying. And why don't you think that mind will automatically rest? Because mind has some inertia. See, everybody needs some food and water and shelter, right? Why does an intoxicated elephant stop somewhere? See, intoxicated elephant, when the elephant is fed well and elephant is not hungry, it keeps on going and nobody can stop the elephant. But once the elephant gets tired because of a lot of activity, elephant can get tired. And then automatically there is no other means necessary. There is no other effort necessary. The elephant will definitely calm down and sleep somewhere or sit somewhere or rest. That is the idea Madhvacharya is saying. He is not talking about a methodology here. What your guru has said is a methodology. Here, he says that there is no necessity for doing anything else. Even watching is a conscious activity. He is saying without any watching, without any effort, the mind has to calm down after some time. That is it true?
It's true.
Is the question. Adiji, what is your question?
It's true that it would get tired, but it will remain at its place only when it's tired. Once it gains the energy back, it will be back again, wandering again.
Just 1 second, please. Just 1 second. I'm not able to hear because there's a lot of external noise here. Just give me a second. See, once it gets tired, it stops. But the thing is, as soon as you get energy in the body, the mind will still work, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it would go back again. It's a temporary stop.
Correct. True. See, what Madhvacharya answers here is, Śubhāśaya cha dveshinam cha ramapatau nastikanam vai pumsam sada muktir na jayate iti nishedad brahme. What Madhvacharya quotes from the Brahma Purana. Brahma Purana is one Purana. He says, Śubhāśaya. If a person does not have auspicious goal, auspicious intent, auspicious means purification. Mind has to have an idea that, oh, I'm going to purify myself. I'm going to somehow look at something sacred. I want to make sure my mind is sacred. This kind of ichha, if you don't have that sincere interest, number one, sincere liking, goal, right? Dveshanam cha ramapatau. Dveshanam means the people who hate Sri Hari. Lakshmi Narayana is Ramapati. So the person who hates Lakshmi Narayana, Nastikanam cha, people who do not believe in God, or people who do not believe in the Vedas. So even if people do not believe in God, if they believe in the Vedas, then the Vedas say Asti Brahmeti Chet Vedas, God exists. So obviously the belief in God will come to them. If a person has no belief whatsoever about any spirit, Chavai Pumsam Sada Muktirna Jayate, the mind can never be controlled for those people. So what happens, just like how you said, when somebody gets tired, maybe the mind will stop temporarily, but the moment the body gets food, water, shelter, the mind starts working. Mind has no way to control. The only way to control mind is Abhyāsa, Vairāgya, practice and detachment. These are the only ways, and according to the Brahma Purana.
I would like to add one.
What?
I would like to add one more thing.
Yeah.
The distractions can have various levels. It could also be that uncontrolled mind can also be involved in sense enjoyment. Then it is difficult to bring it out.
Correct.
It's not just sitting and witnessing the thoughts. That itself is difficult.
Yeah. See, that is a different question. See, Abhyāsa means practice, right? Right? This practice may involve what Champakamam is saying as watch the mind where it goes. Because what Champakamam is saying is a very valid point. It was given to her by her guru. It is also given by Buddha himself. Buddha suggests one way to control mind is watch constantly where the mind is moving. And so this is a very valid yoga practice, very valid practice of controlling mind. And that comes under the category of Abhyāsa, right? Abhyāsa is practice. This is one method of practice. But if you don't have any method of practice and let the mind go wherever, thinking that naturally the mind has to come to focus, that never happens. Because as long as you are awake and you're not in deep sleep, you have good food, water, shelter, mind will always be moving around. There is no way mind will stop. So you need to have some kind of a practice and some detachment, which is absolutely necessary. What you're mentioning about if you are involved in any sensual activity, sensory activity and all, you are obviously don't have Vairāgya. Vairāgya means detachment. While working also, you should be totally detached from the external objects. So you need some detachment and practice. That's what it is said here. What is the question, Adiji?
Swami, when it said Abhyāsa here, it means repetition, right? Abhyāsa means doing it over and over again, right?
Abhyāsa.
Constant practice is Abhyāsa.
One second, hold on. Whenever I have doubt, I will check what.
And I'm asking because when it is said Abhyāsa here, does it mean the control of the mind, that like the end goal, doing that control again and again? Or does it mean the practice, like you mentioned, the practice of meditation, or the goal, doing the goal over and over again so that the mind permanently stays rather than getting distracted, right?
Abhyāsa, that is Abhyāsa has got two words. Abhyāsa. You should keep it before you. Abhyāsa. You should always watch, that means. Abhyāsa means keeping over a constant notice, watch over that. You have to be behind that.
Yes. What Champakamam said is right, and I'm reading right from Ramabhadracharya, who incidentally was one of the early teachers of Champakamami in Mysore. And Ramabhadracharya has written a wonderful book called Gita Shlokartha Vivritihi. He is one of the best Sanskrit experts ever seen in the last couple of 100 years. Okay. And what he says is, Abhyāsena means he gives word-to-word meaning. And he doesn't follow any particular Ramanuja Sampradaya or Madhva Sampradaya or anything. He only gives it from the Sanskrit perspective. So what Sanskrit says is, Abhyāsena means Nairantarya Yutena Abhimukhyena cha
Ah,
prayatna visheshena.
that is the
Right?
correct meaning.
Nairantarya yutena means without any break.
Constant.
Antara means break. So without any break, continuously, abhimukhya yutena. Abhimukha means you have to have focus in the yoga. Focus in goal, focus in, there is a purpose. We need to go do that, right? Cha prayatna visheshena. And there should be effort which is properly focused. Some guru should have given you an idea how to do effort. An ordinary person cannot have the right effort. So all these things are included in the word Abhyāsa. So see, practice is an English term. When you look, and even in colloquial Kannada or something, எனக்கு அபியாசம் கிடையாது, சம்ஸ்கிருதம் எனக்கு பேச முடியாது, எனக்கு அபியாசமே இல்லை அப்படிங்கிற. That means I cannot speak in Sanskrit, I don't have Abhyāsa. So it is used in like repetition or something like that. But actual meaning of Abhyāsa in Sanskrit, abhi, that means towards. All these things are, Sanskrit is very powerful. Abhyāsa means nairantarya yutena abhimukhena cha prayatna visheshena only should be taken. And by the way, Madhvacharya does not give you fundamental Sanskrit knowledge. Okay? Here and there he explains.
அதே அபியாசானா அதை கான்ஸ்டன்டா பார்த்துட்ட அதுக்கு சுத்துமுத்துல அதையே பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறது. ஆசா மீன்ஸ் இருக்கிறது, staying.
Correct. Astena இருக்கிறது. That is, you stay in that.
Yes.
Okay.
ஆசம், ஆசதி, அசதி, இதெல்லாம் ஸ்டேயிங் தான்.
ஆஸ்தே என்றாலே அந்த மாதிரி சுகமாஸ்தே. ஆமா ஆமா. Okay. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna continues. Ayatihi shraddhayopetaha yogat chalitamanasaha aprapya yoga samsiddhim kamgatim Kṛṣṇa gacchati. Ayatihi means here, not yati. You should not think that the ayati means not a monk. We should not understand like that. Krishna, in fact, Madhvacharya only gives one line answer here. Ayatihi means aprayatnaha. Aprayatnaha means that person who does not do any effort. So coming back to the shloka, ayatihi means a person who does not put any effort. Shraddhayopetaha, but he is very interested. He has shraddha.
Here, yatate means to strive, to try. So yati means you without trying.
Without trial. True. Okay. Shraddhayopetaha means the person has a lot of interest though. Shraddha is there. Yogat chalitamanasaha. That means, but he has, his mind is not in yoga. His mind is distracted. He cannot focus on yoga properly. Aprapya yoga samsiddhim. So he cannot get the goal of yoga, which is jnana. Atma jnana, paramatma jnana. So he does not get, and here the real jnana is aparoksha jnana. Aparoksha jnana means direct sight of Paramatma darshana, knowing, seeing Paramatma, seeing Lord Hari. That is the goal, and he is not able to get it because he is defocused, distracted. Kangatim Kṛṣṇa gacchati. Krishna, where will this guy end up? Where will he go? Why is he asking this question? It will become clear in the next line. Ayatihi. This is just an explanation of what I said. There's nothing, no change here. Okay, we can go to the next one. Arjuna vacha kachinna ubhaya-vibhrashtaschinna abhramiva nashyati apratishto mahabaho vimudho brahmanah pathi. So the thing is, ubhaya-vibhrashtaha kachit. Ubhaya-vibhrashta means, don't you think this person has lost both? What has he lost? If he had done only kamya karmas like yajna, agadi, and say, I will do this yajna to get swarga. See, life is short, right? You cannot do 1,000 things. You have to focus on one thing. if that person had focused on karma kanda, yajna and all, he would have at least gone to Swarga and enjoyed the pleasures of Swarga. That is also lost because he started focusing on yoga. And while doing yoga, he is lost because he is distracted and cannot focus on yoga. So he cannot get the goal of yoga, which is Paramatma Sakshatkara. So he lost both goals. Ubhaya-vibhrashṭah, Chinna abhramiva. Chinna abhram means, see, there's a huge, say, cloud, and a small piece of cloud breaks, and it is trying to go towards another cloud, and if it joins with another cloud, that becomes, active. When it says, oh, from this cloud it has gone to the other cloud. But sometimes the small cloud breaks, and it cannot reach the other cloud. It will vaporize, or it will go away. So he lost this one, he lost that one, he is lost. Apratishto Mahabaho, there is no pratishtha, there is no support for this person. Mahabaho, Vimudho Brahmanapati. Arjuna calls Krishna as Mahabaho, a person with mighty arms. Vimudho Brahmanapati, this person has decided to travel towards Brahman, but he is lost on the way. Don't you think? That is the question of Arjuna. Arjuna vacha, yetanme samshayam Krishna, chetumarhasi asheshataha, tadanya samshyasyasya cheta nafyupapadyate. He says, Krishna, this is my doubt. You have to clear the doubt. Without any doubt, I should not have any doubt. You should clear it properly. Tadanya samshyasyasya cheta nafyupapadyate. How can I get anybody other than you who can clear this doubt? Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna says, Partha naiva iha amutra namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschite durgatim tata gacchati. Krishna says, Arjuna, naiva iha, not here, na amutra, not in the next life. Vinashastasya vidyate. The yogi does not fail. He is not lost while he is living, even though his mind is distracted, even though he did not reach the goal. There is no destruction or there is no loss. He is not lost. Nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. This kalyana krit means he has done something auspicious. He has at least tried yoga. At least he is interested in yoga. So he has already done something good. He will never be lost. There is no durgati or bad ending for this kind of a person. So Krishna indirectly gives the beauty of yoga. You just be interested in yoga, you will be saved. How? Prapya punyakritan lokan. Having attained the punyakrita, whoever the lokas, the regions attained by the people who do punya or holy merit. Ushitva shashvatihi samaha. There they spend a long time. Maybe they go to Swarga or something. They go to some other loka, Gandharva loka maybe. They will spend a long time, enjoy the pleasures there. Ushitva shashvatihi samaha. Shuchinam Srimatam gehe Yoga-bhraṣṭo vijayate. They will be born either in a very pure Shuchinam, Srimatam, pure, rich family. Gehe Yoga-bhraṣṭo vijayate. Thing is, the person who has lost the purpose, that is, who has not reached the goal of yoga, and he dies. But he is born again in a great family, which is pure and probably wealthy. And then, he continues, Athava, Krishna says, Yoginam eva kule bhavati dhimatam. But he may be born in a family of intelligent yogis. Etaddi durlabhatanam loke janma yadidrisham. Look at this. How many people can say, I am born in a family of yogis and who are all intelligent? And how many people can say that I am born in a very pure and wealthy family? These two are very difficult to get in this world. 1 in a million can get this opportunity. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Tatratam Buddhism Yogam Labhate Paurvadehikam. There he gets the buddhi from the previous body, Buddhism Yogam. So the buddhi does not die with the body. There is something known as Sūkṣma-śarīra, right? There is a Sthula-śarīra, which is gross body. Sūkṣma-śarīra is subtle body. So a Jivatma picks up the subtle body. In the subtle body, mind, indriyas, ahankara, these are all included in the antarindriyas, right? Inner senses. They come with the subtle body to the next body. And the intelligence also included here. Buddhism Yogam. So he will get the intelligence which he had in the previous body, which was nurtured in the previous body. Say in the previous body, he had at least tried yoga, right? That intelligence comes to him in the next body because it carries, it is through the subtle body, the intelligence comes. Yatate cha tato bhuyaha samsaddau kurunandara. He will continue the effort of yoga in the next body. And he has a good environment in the next life because he will be born either rich or very pure, nice people and rich. Not everybody rich is good, right? Pure, nice, sincere people in that family or in the family of intelligent yogis. So both will help him continue the yoga where he left off. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Krishna continues, Purvabhyāsena tenaiva hriyate hyavashopi saham. Without control, without anything, automatically that guy will go towards yoga because the previous efforts will push him there. He will be carried, niyate, havashopi saha. So he doesn't have to do much in the next janma because he did something good towards yoga in the last janma. Because he was either interested or he put some efforts in the last life. He will automatically be pushed by the samskaras and he will continue in yoga. Jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. Even if a person just likes yoga, jignasu means jnatam ichcha. That means he likes to know about yoga. That person itself will reach Brahman. Shabda Brahma is Shabda Brahma is what is taught in the Vedas. Shabda is Veda. Brahma is the Brahman taught in the Vedas. So first you understand the Vedas. Brahma ativartate. So whatever the Vedas have said as Brahman, this person eventually will go to that Brahman. He will reach Brahman. Even if you have liking towards yoga. But when will it happen? Last time in the last life, he could not reach the goal. So when will this person reach the goal? Yogasya jignasurapi jnatavyo maya yoga iti yasya athiva ichhasopi. Madhvacharya says, just an explanation of this shloka. So a person who likes yoga, I need to know what this yoga is. That's all his interest is. But he's very interested in it. He will definitely reach the goal. Shabda Brahma arte vartate, param Brahma prapnoti. So he will attain the ultimate Brahman, Paramatma, Krishna. So how mokshopayasya jignasurapi kevala patakate vishishta kimutad vidvan kim punar yastadasthitaha iti paramayoge. There is a book called Paramayoga, scripture called Paramayoga. In that Paramayoga scripture, Madhvacharya quotes this. Mokshopayasya jignasurapi. If a person is interested, oh, is there something called moksha? Can I be rid of all the cycle of births and deaths? Without knowledge, I am born in this family. Without knowledge, I die. And again, I am born in another family. I am keeping on going into the cycle of births and deaths. Is there a way out? Even if somebody has this doubt and an interest, no, there has to be a way out. I have to get out. If that mokshopayasya jignasurapi. Even if that person is very interested to get out of the cycle of birth and death, knowing very well that here there is no real eternal happiness, he is better than the Kevala Patakat. He is better than the person who just studies Vedas. Vishishta Kimo. But he knows the Vedas and also he is very jignasu. That means he wants to get out of this mess. That person is even better. Tad vidvan. So knowing very well, he continues. He knows he is interested in yoga. Kim punaha yastad astitaha. He not only is interested in yoga, but he is verily doing efforts in yoga. Obviously, he is higher. So in the Parama Yoga, it grades the individuals. One has only interest in Mokshopaya. The other person is just a student of Veda. So the student of Veda is a low person. If he is interested if he has interest in moksha, that guy interested in moksha is higher than just a reader of the Vedas. Then even better than that, who practices it, knows it and practices it. That is said in the Parama Yoga. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Prayatnat dittamanastu yogi samshuddha kilbishaha aneka janma samsiddha tato yati parangatim. Now Krishna gives answer. He will not get moksha right away. Prayatnat dittamanastu, after a lot of effort, with great effort, he constantly works hard. This yogi, samshuddha kilbishaha, he attains more and more purity. He becomes purer and purer. Samyak shuddhi, he becomes ultimately pure. Aneka janma samsiddha, this will not be done in one life. In different lives, he has to purify himself. Yati parangatim, he gets the highest goal. This is Madhvabhāṣya here. Naika janmani ityaha. It is not possible in one life. Continued effort is necessary. When a person dies after doing effort, there is no problem. Krishna guarantees that that person will be born in the right family and he will be able to remember what he did in the previous life and continue the effort from where he left off. Jignasur jnatva prayatnam karoti. The person who is interested understands, he gets jnana through somebody. See, we think that we meet great people just by accident today. In this life, by accident, we are born somewhere, we will move to some city or somewhere and we meet somewhere on internet or somewhere. Some guru will be there somewhere, right? Is this an accident? Scientifically, we say, oh, just accidentally I met that person. But really, Krishna is sitting inside us. He knows which person should meet which person. So based on the karmas and based on everything, that all-knowing Paramatma will make situations happen in our life, which we don't know. So he will give the right guidance. Eva maneka janmabhi, like this, with after so many births in different bodies, samsiddha, once a person gets purified, aparoksha jnani bhutva, he will become, aparoksha jnani means direct realization. He can directly see the truth, directly see Paramatma. Paramgatim yati, he will get ultimate moksha eventually. Ahacha. In Naradiya Purana, one more quotation is given by Madhvacharya. Ativa shraddhaya yukto jignasur vishnu tatparaha jnatva dhyatva tatha drashtva janmabhir bahubhi puman vishet narayanam devam nanyathatu kathanchana. There is no other way other than this. What is this way? With great interest, shraddha, jignasu, a person who wants to know how to get out of this mess of cycle of birth and death. Vishnu tatparaha, he will become focused on Vishnu and completely gets involved in the devotion to Vishnu. First he starts knowing, he will get knowledge, dhyatva, he will meditate, and after number of lives of meditation, he will see Drishtva, he will see Narayana. Janmabhi, Bahubhihi Puman, after a number of births, Vishen Narayanam, then he will reach Narayana. Nanyatha katanchana, there is no other way. Here, Madhvacharya has given a clue about his philosophy. Can anyone guess it? There is a secret hidden here. What is that? That gives his philosophy of Dvaita Vedanta, philosophy about moksha. What is that? Anyone? Guess?
I didn't catch you, sorry.
The question is, Madhvacharya has hidden a kind of a secret information in this particular explanation here, in the slide. And that gives the idea of the philosophy of Madhvacharya, philosophy of Dvaita Vedanta regarding moksha. What is that secret?
Is it Vishnu?
That's one. What else?
Vishen Narayana.
Okay, let me tell you what it is. See, the important thing is here, Naradiya Purana he quotes is Nanyatha tu katanchana. There is no other way. That means a shortcut to moksha within this janma is not possible according to Madhvacharya. That means, see, this is a critical point because in the Sri Vaishnava tradition of Ramanuja.org, right? Ramanuja.org says prapatti is a shortcut that in this life itself, at the end of this life, one can get moksha. Right?
That is true. But
this is
prapatti
not
itself, the secret is hidden in the word prapatti itself.
correct.
It is not as easy as we think as prapatti.
Correct.
It is a
Understand.
very, very, very great task for an individual.
Yeah. So, see, Mami, don't worry about the details of the Shiva Vaishnava idea of prapatti, whether they have understood it right or something. Don't worry about that. In general,
No,
general.
not telling that. Prapatti, by prapatti alone in one janma you could get, that means that prapatti should be that stronger and the individual should follow what is the real prapatti means. Total surrender. An individual cannot surrender himself to anybody, not even his mother, father, or his own wife or children.
True. I agreed, and your word pra means prakarshena. So there is no doubt what you said is right. Okay. But whatever, I'm not going into those details here.
No,
but
sorry.
In general, in the Sri Vaishnava tradition, that to take the religious aspect of Sri Vaishnava tradition, where a person goes to Shama-shrana or Bharanyasa, kind of a sacrament or a ritual, right? And the general belief is that that person can get moksha at the end of the life itself, this life itself, right? That idea is
that is a customary thing that in Sri Vaishnava goes.
See, that's what I'm saying is just a custom, whatever it is, right? But that is not acceptable to Madhvacharya, and he is already giving the hint here. What is the hint? Na anyatha tu kathanchana. There is no other possible way. Everybody
If suppose Madhvacharya, what Madhvacharya means is the same thing that our Ramanuja.org meant by prapatti. Can't it be the same?
It
because
can
there
be.
is only one way for realizing God.
You are right.
These acharyas, being great, very, very great,
No,
they
one
might be
second.
saying in other
See,
different ways.
Mommy, I am purposefully avoiding the controversy between Shiva Vaishnava and the Madhvacharya view. I'm only giving you a superficial view.
No,
The
I'm not
real-
controversy. I'm not raising the controversy.
No,
I'm saying that they may be meaning the same
they
thing.
may be meaning the same way, but I don't want to go further. You know why? Because
Thank you.
because there are shlokas given by Vedanta Deshika and Manavala Mamuni and Pillai Lokacharya which do not support
Oh,
your view very well. Because is there Sankhya Yoga with even Sankhya Yoga people who are and Jnanis and Bhakti Yoga people are not equivalent to a person who has done surrender. He has taken this kind of a verse from Ahir Buddha Samhita, Satvata Samhita, and different Samhitas. So the thing is, that is why I'm telling you, if you ask this kind of a question, I will go into another 300 hours of lecture on Rahasya Trayasara, Mumukshu Padi and everything like that. We don't want to go there.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, I just wanted to indicate this because some person in the Śubhāśaya lecture group, he put that Raghavendran Swami put a lecture from somebody about Prapatti. A Madhva scholar talked about Prapatti. That's why I wanted to let you know. Okay. Sri Bhagavan. Krishna continues, tapasvibhyo adhiko yogi, jnanibhyopi mato adhikah, karmibhyascha yogi, tasmad yogi, Arjuna. Simple meaning here. What yogi is better than a tapasvi, and he is better than a jnani, and then he is better than the person who does karmas. So Arjuna, become a yogi, he says. And here, next verse is, the last verse is, yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha. Among all the yogis, a person who is totally madgatena antaratmana, totally devoted to me, shraddhavan, who has lot of shraddha, interest, bhajate, who serves me, same yukta tamo mataha, he is the highest yogi. That is Krishna's words. And now we'll go a little bit into Madhvabhāṣya here. Jnanibhyascha, yoga jnanibhyascha. So the thing is, this thing is here, jnani means the person who knows yoga jnana. The person who is a yogi, who is better than a person who just have yoga jnana. Yoga jnana means he has the knowledge, but he is not practicing. Yogi means he is practicing. Tapas vibhya means, tapas means body should be punished. There is a vrata. Vrata means rituals. Kṛṣṇa, Chandrayana, all these rituals. You have to punish your body by not eating properly in the right times and things like that, by a lot of upavasa or fasting and things like that. So the Kṛṣṇa and Chandrayana vratas are very difficult. That is tapas. Tapaha means burning. You are actually stressing your body. Uktancha Kṛṣṇāderapi yajñādehe dhyana yogo vishishyate. It is said in the Garuda Purana. Kṛṣṇa, beyond the Kṛṣṇa and beyond the yajñas, the meditation, dhyana yoga is better. Tatrapi, here, what do you call tatrapi, shesha. Shesha means ananta. Ananta means adishesha. Shesha, Shri means Lakshmi. Brahma is Chaturmukha. Brahma, Shiva is Shiva, Parvati Pati Shiva. Dhyanataha Harehe Dhyanam Kotigunam Proktam Adhikam Va Mumukshunam. Meditation on, so even beyond the yoga, Dhyana yoga is better, but dhyana meditation on whom is very important. Dhyana on, say, Shesha is the divine Adishesha, supposed to be the bed of Narayana, on top of which Narayana sleeps. Shri means Mahalakshmi. So meditation on Mahalakshmi or meditation on Ananta, meditation on Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, the four-faced creator, meditation on Shiva, all these are inferior to the meditation on Hari. How inferior? Koti Gunam. 1 lakh is 100,000. Koti is 100 lakhs. 100 times that. It is so low compared to Haridhyana. So Haridhyana is ultimately higher compared to all the meditation on other devatas. That is the idea of Madhvacharya. Here Madhvacharya clarifies his ideology that one has to understand the hierarchy of devatas. According to Madhvacharya, who is the highest other than Hari? Who is the highest?
Lakshmi.
Lakshmi. That is Shri. But even meditation on Shri is Koti, what do you call, 100 times 100,000 times lower than meditation on Hari. Think about the rest of them. This is very clear about where he is driving the point. That is hierarchy of Devata. Devatā-tāratamya is very important. Knowing this is very important. Then only you should meditate on Hari, knowing that meditation on all other devatas are much lower value. Ajñātvā dhyāyino dhyanāt jnanameva vishishyate. Another vachana from Naradiya Madhvacharya quotes. Ajñātvo dhyanina. If you don't know and do dhyanam, it is better to just at least know. Jnanameva vishishyate. Jnātva dhyanam. Once you know properly the truth and then do meditation, jnana matrat dhyanam api tu darshanam. The thing is, dhyana is better than once you know jnana also. But that is, meditation is better than knowing and meditating. Beyond that is darshanam. You actually saw saw Hari by realization. That is even more higher, because darshana you are already getting closer to the goal. Darshanachaiva bhaktescha nakinchit sadhanadikam. So what is your true path to moksha? You should see Hari and you should have devotion, ultimate devotion to Hari. These two are the paths. There is no other path. Nakinchit sadhanadikam. There is no better path than these two in the Naradiya. Even here, Madhvacharya clarifies his methodology towards moksha, that there is no other path other than eventually getting there by dhyana, darshana, that is seeing Hari, and then continuing with bhakti and things like that. Bhakti. Okay. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gītā Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyāyām Yoga-bhraṣṭa Kṛṣṇa-Arjuna Samvāde Samādhi-yoga Prapanchanam Nama Shashtodhyāyah. Madhvacharya calls the name of the 6th chapter as Samādhi-yoga. And then this is the end of Madhvacharya's Samādhi-yoga. That is the end of his explanation of 6th chapter. He has given a couple of more shlokas here. Tapasaschaiva yajñādehe dhyanameva vishishyate. Ajñāni dhyanato dhyanam dhyanam sajñānam apyataha. Tatrapi mai abhaktasya nanya dhyanam prayojakam. Anya samanya vidyo me yaschanyam neti pashyati. This is a very important shloka for Madhvabhāṣya, even though it comes at the end. He says the same thing. Beyond the tapas, beyond the yajñas, dhyana is better. And unknowingly doing dhyana is not so good. Then jnana, knowing, is very important. Knowing and doing the meditation is even more important. But if the meditator is not a devotee of Lord Krishna, that is not good. Not only that, anyad dhyanam, if that person meditates on some other devata other than Hari, other than Vishnu, other than Krishna, then there is a problem. That person is not good. Anya samanya with. See, he may say that, okay, I am going to meditate on Shiva or Lakshmi or Brahma or Vayu, thinking that some people have this, right? Vayu is very important. That is, Hanuman is very important for Madhvacharya. Some people may think that why not? I will only meditate on Hanuman. I don't need anybody. That is thinking that Hanuman and Rama or Krishna are same. Anya samanyavit. So all other devatas are similar. It is on the same level. So it doesn't matter whom I really pray to, because it's my choice. Ishta devata. I like this Hanuman better. So I like only meditating on Hanuman. That is not of value for Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya says you cannot think that Hari and the rest of the devatas are equal. Yo me yaschanyam neti pashyati. Or somebody who thinks that Krishna or Vishnu or Hari is lower than the other devatas like Rudra, Subramanya, or Ganesha, or Hanuman, or Lakshmi. You cannot think that Hari is lower. Avaratva dhrike udasina. Or he becomes udasina. Udasina means he doesn't care who is better, who is not better. Yeah, doesn't matter whoever it is. Vidveshi. Or he starts hating Krishna or Vishnu. Cheti abhaktayaha. These are all, they are not bhaktas. They are not devoted. Madhbhaktopihi karyartam. Even if somebody is a bhakta or devotee of Krishna, if he goes and asks Krishna to give some other goal, like how Dhruva asked for a goal different from moksha. If he asks, oh, give me that, I have health problems, take care of my health problems, my children are studying properly, make sure they study properly, all these other things, if a devotee asks, he is not good. Karyartam yo dhyayed anya devataha. So madbhaktopi, he may be a real true devotee of Krishna, but somebody says, no, go to this Ayyappa Yatra in the Sabarimala. There you will get quickly, just do 40-day puja, mandala puja, 48 days. You will wear a black cloth and then we don't eat this much and whatever it is, and you follow the principles and go to this Sabarimala, you will get a child who is very brilliant. Somebody says that. For some other goal, if you go and pray to Anya Devata, even though you are a devotee of Krishna, that is also gone. That is also bad. Parivaratamrite. You should only go to other devatas thinking that they are all in the group of Krishna. Parivara means they are other devotees of Krishna, they are in the same group. Parivaram tasmat kevalam madhupasakah. So thinking you can meditate on Krishna thinking that all other devatas are connected with him, they are parivaras. Varunyan madadinansha sarvan janan vishuddhadihi. Thing is, think that the other people are madadhina, they are dependent on Krishna. And this is the knowledge you get out of true understanding of the Vedas and Upanishads and the Puranas and the Samhitas and everything. This is given by Lord Dattatreya. Iticha Dattatreya Vachanam. So Dattatreya says, this is how you should understand truth. The highest is Krishna. The rest are lower, but they belong to the same Krishna's entourage. Parivara. Parivara means they are joined together. They are all in the same. They are also devotees of Krishna. In that way, you should meditate. And this becomes a very fundamental idea of the Dvaitins, the Dvaita Vedantins, because hierarchy is very important for them. Next. This is the end of Madhvabhāṣya, Samādhi-yoga, and Gita-tāratamya also ends here. This is the end. So today we finished 6th chapter. Any questions so far? If there are no questions, we will, next time we come, I think we will follow Shankara-bhāṣya. I think where I left off is End of 6th chapter, I left off Shankara-bhāṣya as far as I know. I don't remember properly. I think I finished 6th chapter of Shankara-bhāṣya. So we'll pick up Shankara-bhāṣya 7th chapter. Then we will do Ramanuja-bhāṣya 7th chapter. Then we will do again Madhvabhāṣya 7th chapter. So we will go in a series. Every chapter we pick up Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhva according to the chronology. That's how we will do it. We have decided that based on the polls. Thanks for answering the polls. We have some kind of a, 60% voting for this kind of methodology we should follow. Any questions?
This 6.36, I think that was not covered in today's lecture.
What
Seems
is
to be
6.36?
Yeah, asamyata atmana yogo dushprabhya iti me matihi. He gives his opinion about the control of mind.
Oh, wait a minute. Asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana to yatata shakyo vaptum upayatah. We covered it. Asamyatatmana, that thing is with a mind not being controlled. Yoga dushprapaha. Yoga is difficult. Iti me matihi. That is my opinion. I remember covering this. Vashyatmana to yatata. If the mind is controlled to yatata, then if you put a lot of effort, shakyaha, it is possible. Avaptum upayataha. But carefully with a trick, you can somehow make it happen. Upayataha means you have to get a trick by talking to a guru who can guide you in meditation. So this was covered actually.
Oh, okay. I mean, I thought we went to 37 directly from 30.
No. I probably covered it quickly. That's all.
Okay. Anyway, but what I liked here is he says that without control of mind, whatever has been told so far, at least in Ramanuja-bhāṣya, it is given like that. All the 6 chapters, whatever Krishna has spoken, that cannot be achieved without control of mind.
True. Absolutely right. And that is common to almost all acharyas. Yeah. Vainji, you had a question?
Verse 41, 42, is it required that a person be born into a family endowed with divine wisdom to obtain moksha?
See, what he says is moksha can occur in different ways, right? Here, the question is not generic question. The question is specific question by Arjuna, right? 640, let me just go. 641 you're talking about? Etanmaya samshayam Krishna. This is the question, right?
It's the question that you have to be born. If they had developed dispassion due to their long practice of yoga, they're born into a family endowed with divine wisdom. Such a birth is very difficult to attain in the world. So is it required that you be born into at some point before you get moksha, do you have to be born into a family with divine wisdom, or can you be born into a family that has no wisdom and on your own through being devoted to God obtain moksha?
See, first you have to understand what is moksha, right? Moksha means Madhvacharya says, right in this world you can get moksha. In the same 6th chapter earlier we said nirvana, whatever moksha one gets after death also you can experience right here. Nirvana paramam shanti madhigacchati, he said. So what is that moksha? Moksha is he has to directly have the sight of Krishna, directly see Krishna through the mind inside, right? And that should continue for a long time. And all other rest of the attachments and even connections should go away. And after death only he will get moksha. That's how moksha is defined. So at the So if somebody does not have the direct sight of Krishna, he cannot see Krishna continuously right here, then he is not close to moksha. So what he is saying is, eventually he has to be born in either two families. One is wealthy family, but pure family, with not what do you call pride and money orientedness, who will misuse everybody else and try to make money or more money, whatever. Purity of mind. Shrimatam gehe, Shrutinam Shrimatam gehe, yoga, what do you call, or it is the next verse is this one, right? That is yogi, the family of yogis. So either one of them will happen naturally. That's what he's saying.
Okay, so you do have to be born at some point in one of those two families.
One of those family, you will be born. It's not that you have to. God will see it. See, God is here. There is no. There is. These are the two paths. He says, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter. So if Krishna's mercy is the main thing, right? It can happen even as what do you call? For example, let me tell you why. Okay. Do you know the story of Prahlada?
He's the one that had the king that was trying to kill him and everything. Is that the right word? Am I thinking the right one?
Correct.
Okay.
Hiranyakashipu. His father was Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah, and he was from birth very devoted.
Devoted, but his family was pretty bad. He was born in a family of Rakshasas, demons.
Yeah. Okay.
And Hiranyakashipu was a very powerful demon. And he was rich though. Rich, but not pure family, because Hiranyakashipu had all the bad qualities one could ever have. He may be rich, but extremely haughty, extremely proud, extremely a cruel person. So even though he was born in a cruel family, he had the best bhakti. He is taken to be one of the greatest bhaktas of Lord Hari, and he directly perceived Narasimha. In this lifetime, he directly saw Narasimha. So what it is these two are not necessary conditions, but it will be sufficient conditions for future purification.
I see. So I forgot about that. He had. I remember the story now. So you don't have to be born into a family. He had a rotten family, which I can relate to.
True.
And so he, because he was so devoted and he saw Lord Krishna, then he could obtain moksha without going through the process of being born into going through another rebirth into a family that's rich or divine wisdom.
Yes.
And
True.
in regard to that richness thing, I just want to mention this. It's something a wealthy family is that talking about spiritual wealth or material wealth?
No, it talks about material wealth. The reason
Material wealth. Really?
Yeah, because Shuchi, but pure. The family is very pure. But there is, I saw the people in the family would utilize the wealth towards the right purposes. Okay, so
What if it's a poor family that is very pious? You know, they don't count.
No. What? See, the thing is, they count actually. So this is not all inclusive. Your questions are good. These two are not all inclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, but the thing, see, what you're saying Shuchinam, but pure family. Shuchinam means pure family, but no money, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
See, here Srimatam means somehow Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe. See, here it says not even parentage. Shrutinam Srimatam Gehe. Gehe means house. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So he may be born in a family, maybe parents are pure, but somebody would give him some money to survive. See, you need some money to survive, right? Even if he does not have one day's food, the person can die, right? Or maybe 5 days of food. No, the person can die. So some money is required.
Maybe some conducive atmosphere for him to grow further.
Exactly. He needs some food, water, shelter initially, right?
Right. But the whole thing of prosperous, to me, it would mean pious and prosperous spiritually, not necessarily materially.
But see, but will argue slightly differently. Let me tell you. Suppose somebody is born in Gaza last 3 months back, and the food aid is all cut off, and because the fighting people are struggling for hunger. Because of hunger, only the powerful people can get the food, and the very poor or weak people don't have food. What happens? That kid does not have an opportunity to do yoga. How you cannot do yoga without food in the tummy, right?
Well, that's beyond poor. I mean, I'm just talking about something that's just not of substantial meaning.
No. See,
they have just enough to get by,
Okay, you're
not prosperous.
Different. See, level of poverty is different. In America, somebody says poor, but the guy is having wonderful dress and things like that. He's walking around and he's doesn't, relatively poor is different.
Well, most even poor people eat, or they would die young. They wouldn't live. With the prosperous word in there, to me, doesn't mean material wealth. It means spiritual wealth. They're wealthy.
Let me do one thing. Let me take this question next time, and I will look at.
That's all.
If I have made a mistake, I will check it. Okay, don't worry. I will let you know.
You're probably right, but I just the attachment to the material world
not sure.
is I can't.
Your question is valid. Let me see what Madhvacharya says here. Okay. Actually, you may be right, because what Madhvacharya says here is Tadanugunaihi Martyaloke Yoganushtana Anuguna Upaya Vitriyat Vatam Tadanugunaihi Daivi Sampad Bharitanam Grihi Pravarana. Actually, you are right. I may be wrong. Here, Shuchinam Srimatam means a family, position, environment conducive to do yoga. That's all.
Yes. So, and that makes them they can be prosperous spiritually. They're very close to God and very pious. That's the pious part,
I think so. I think you're right. And then I can even check in the Pramaya Dipika.
Because we want to, attachment.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay.
Conducive, that is conducive
but
to our growth.
I think when a lot of people read that verse and it may be just the English translation, but the fact is, when you think of, you got to be born into a pious and prosperous. People think prosperous is in material wealth, but spiritual wealth is worth a lot more than material wealth, and that a family very rich in spiritual wealth would be definitely the place that you'd want to be in that situation.
See, I was looking at Pramaya Dipika. Pramaya Dipika is a commentary on Madhvabhāṣya. That means Madhvabhāṣya. See, in Madhvabhāṣya, I don't have details there. Okay. And in Pramaya Dipika also, there is no detail regarding the word Shuchinam Srimatam. The Srimatam is not explained here. Okay. So I just took it as Srimatam means you need some wealth or something like that. Actually, that wealth is spiritual wealth and not material wealth. And you are right about it.
Okay, that's what I was. What I was thinking, but I could have been wrong. And if I was wrong, I was trying to figure out why the attachment to the material world.
No, you're right. You're right. It is actually the environment required for a person to continue yoga further. And that environment
great. Yeah.
is what is said there and nothing more than that.
Okay, I got it now. Thank you. And
Good.
Prahlad, I got that too. I'll go back and read about Prahlad.
Thanks for the question. Thanks for the question. It made it clear to me. And also, I checked with the Sanskrit person, Madhvacharya, because his Sanskrit is amazing, and he clearly pointed it out as just the right environment.
Oh, okay.
Adam,
Okay. Good. Thank you
that's
very
what I
much.
also felt. I also
True.
felt the same thing.
Very good. See,
Srimatam, that is conducive atmosphere.
See,
when you said,
unfortunately, what happens, Vainji, in India, you grow up with Indian languages, right? That means in Kannada, what they say is "Yura doddu Srimantaru." That means, oh, these people are very rich, right? So the colloquial usage or the slang usage in the Indian languages, the word Srimata, Srimatam, Srimat refers to only material wealth. It doesn't refer to spiritual wealth usually. So I was mistaken, and I used a slang and a local Indian language usage as the meaning, which is wrong. Here, the usage is a spiritual usage, which is more textbook usage of the word Srimatam.
Thank you. It's very reassuring.
Okay. All right. Any question? No questions?
The
Great.
last,
Tell me.
the last shloka here, according to Ramanuja, it is Bhakti Yogi, right?
Yeah. The person who is focused on Krishna.
Okay. According to Madhva also, it is the Bhakti Yogi.
Yes, obviously, yes, true. Because for Madhvacharya, there is only one yoga. Bhakti yoga is the only thing. Because he does not consider a Jivatma Sakshatkara, realization of individual self or a Jivatma, as any goal at all. He ignores it 100%. It is like getting double promotion. He says, on the way, if you become self-realized and know who you are, so what? Maybe let it be. That's okay. But only knowing Krishna and realizing Krishna is important. So I don't want to even mention the other goal, intermediate goal at all. One more thing here, Rudraditya Parana, even Shankara-bhāṣya says, Yoginam api sarvesham. In the last one, right? The last verse is what? Yoginam api sarvesham. 1 second. Where is that? Let's get to that verse.
Madgate Antaratmana.
This is the one. 647. Yoginam api
Yes.
sarvesham madgate antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataham. Here look at the sarvesham yoginam means among all the yogis. Right? Among all the yogis means what yogis is the question which comes up. What are the different types of yogis mentioned so far in the Bhagavad Gita? Can I ask you a question? So far, we have covered six chapter 47 verses. Till now, has there been any mention of yogis who meditate on Rudra, who meditate on Shri or Lakshmi, who meditate on Shesha or Ananta, who meditate on Chaturmukha Brahma or four-faced Brahma? Have any of those yogis been mentioned so far?
no,
No.
not at all.
Not at all. Then why is this Acharyas bringing the other people like Rudra Aditya? Shankaracharya says, Rudra Aditya Paranam Yoginam Madhye. Right? And Madhvacharya also brings up a Garuda Purana or some Brahma Purana and says, whoever meditates on Shri, Lakshmi, Chaturmukha Brahma, Shesha, Ananta, and all these people. Why are you bringing up other yogis given in the other Puranas and bringing it here and pushing it here inside the 6th chapter? Because for Ramanujacharya, there is a clear escape. Well, there could be a yogi who is meditating on Jivatma only, a person who wants only separation from matter and nothing else, Kaivalya. So there are different types of yogis possible for Ramanujacharya here so far, right? Are yogis who are immature, yogis who are not focusing on Krishna. But there is no need for mention of any devata for Ramanujacharya. But for the other acharyas, Shankaracharya and Madhvacharya, they have to invent who this yoginam is. What are the different types of yogis? They have to invent it. And how do they invent it? Using a reference from a different Purana, saying that Krishna is only giving you a 700 verse summary of philosophy. He may not mention all these things, but pick up Ramayana, Mahabharata, or Upanishads, or I'm sorry, Puranas, and fill in the blanks. So that's why they fill in the blanks using the other Puranas.
Is it related to taking Anya Devatas as highest? Are you trying to tell that? Madhvacharya is referring to taking Anya Devatas as...
No, Madhvacharya is referring to Anya Devata as not highest, right?
No. Supposing if somebody takes Indra as the highest or Rudra, he is referring to...
Yeah, he says that if somebody is taking Rudra as the highest, or Indra as the highest, or Shri as the highest, and meditate on them, that is far lower than meditating on Hari. True. Got it? Any other question?
They have given it for further clarification. If you would mistake, suppose it is not like that. So to tell in that way, they have said, I think. If you go to meditate all these other, so it is not that. Just to clear clarity, say. It has been said, I think.
See, in Madhvacharya, his mind is very clear. Okay. He does not support other than Parivara Devata. Parivara Devata means you can meditate on. Do you know what a Parivara Devata concept is? Do you know Panchayatana Puja? Right?
Yes.
Panchayatana Puja is, they, in some families, particularly in the Smarta families, they meditate on 5 deities. Okay. In that 5 deities, many people keep Vishnu as the main deity, but they keep Ganesha, Shiva, and somebody as Parivar Devata, that is supporting deities. Somebody, they will also Shiva Panchayatana. They keep Shiva as the main deity, and then Parivara means they can keep Vishnu and other people as Parivara or supporting deities, right?
The major deity is kept in the middle, and
What?
the major deity, the deity of worship, is kept in the middle, and all other deities on the corners of the
True.
Panchayatana.
Correct. So Panchayatana Puja is allowed in the Smarta families. Okay, for them, there is not much difference between the devatas. As long as they focus on one devata and parivaras, you can keep. In the what Madhvacharya clearly saying is, if you do Panchayatana Puja, you can only keep Vishnu in the middle, and rest of the devatas can be around it. But Vishnu has to be in the middle. Not even Shri. Vishnu has to be in the middle. That is his view. If you do Panchayatana Puja, but in Madhvas, they don't do Panchayatana Puja. They do Vishnu in the middle, and they can keep any other devata or list of devatas around them. Maybe Shiva, Shanmukha, Ganesha, Murugan, many other devatas they can keep. They can keep Vayu also, Pranadevru, Hanuman. But Vishnu or Rama, Krishna, or any of the 10 avatars has to be in the middle. And that is the highest devata. And you have to agree that that is the highest, and no other person is even equal. That is why Madhvacharya takes so much of effort to say that meditating on Lakshmi is 40 times lower than meditating on Krishna. So it's very clear.
For Madhvas, even if they do the puja of any other deity, whether it is Shiva or Subramanya or so. They will do it as a Antargata, means Lakshmi Narasimha is Antargata to Subramanya, in the heart.
In the heart, like that. Probably. Probably they do it, yeah. All right. Good that we have finished 6 chapters. It is great that Srimad Narayana, Sri Hari, Sri Krishna has helped us to get to this level. We have to be indebted to our acharyas and Sri Krishna, who has blessed us to come to this level. We will take up the Shankara-bhashya next time. After next week, it would be the continuation of Sampatanga's view on the Ishavasya Upanishad as an introduction. I'll try to go quickly to the right points. Sampatanga does it on the hierarchy of the yoga, which is his speciality. And I want to get to the right point. Instead of going through the details of Ishavasya Upanishad, main points, what he's trying to do, I will summarize and maybe finish his view in the next 4 or 5 lectures, maybe. So next week it will be Upanishad class, okay? अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री लक्ष्मी नृसिंह परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री लक्ष्मी हायवदन परब्रह्मणे नमः सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Namaskaram.
नमस्कार.
Namaskar.